Surprise, surprise. Hey, you guys. We are here. It's, of course, because I got to hurry up because AI told me shut up. Of course, we got, you guys are here and, got Oreo Jr. He's in his, you know, Undertaker outfit, but it's for the next video. But he's going to wear it now. He doesn't want to do costume changes. We got Scott here. He's here. We got myself as Bucky's. And we are here today for it's a super scary, or I'm sorry, it's a super scary Saturday sleepover. Oh my God, Scott, are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's gonna be the last one from this book, and then we're gonna move on to JB Stamper's more scary stories for the midnight hour. But let's live in this moment. Let's live in this moment. Scott, are you ready to live in this moment?
I'm ready.
Oreo Jr. is ready to get under the umbrella with his friends and live in this moment. My book. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, but let's get started. Today's story is called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall.
Oh,
I'm super scared right now. I'm so scared that my skin glistens. One summer ago, a woman named Katie moved to a new house with her two kids, Alex and Emily. Hey, Alex and Emily. She was a single mother, left to raise her children on her own. Ooh, girl, are you at least getting child support? After living out of the city for so long, the family decided to relocate. During her move, Katie met the old realtor who offered her the house, hoping to make the final payment. The woman told her that the previous owner was generous enough to leave all the furniture behind, saying they already had what they needed. Oh, that's nice. But she left a rather stern warning to never remove the covers off the mirrors in the house. Then how the hell are we supposed to use the mirrors if the covers are on there?
I guess not.
It's a little odd.
Dimensions to another world.
We used to play this game called Bloody Mary when I was younger. It's actually King Henry VIII's oldest daughter is who is named after because she was just acting a fool, honey. She got some power. She got the power and start acting a damn fool. But yeah, I wonder if this story is about that. We shall see though. If they were removed, she warned, bad things could happen. I wouldn't want that damn house. I'd be like, I don't want this house.
Well,
Katie was suspicious, but she chose to heed the warnings. After all was said and done, the families finally settled into their new home. While cleaning up, Katie saw the covered mirrors. She couldn't see the glass beneath the cloth, but she did catch a glimpse of the edges. They were beautifully carved. Although she was still confused about the warning, she decided to go along with it, assuming that the mirrors were broken, then throw them in the trash, child. And you know what they say, broken mirrors mean 7 years of bad luck. To convince Alex and Emily not to remove the covers, Katie lied, telling them that the mirrors were indeed broken and she didn't want them to get injured. One night, sometime after the move was complete, Katie was sleeping peacefully, resting after a day's worth of chores. But as she was deep in sleep, she was rudely awakened by the sounds of doors opening. Getting up, she went to investigate, finding that the bathroom door was open. Okay, one of the kids may have went in now. It happens. Scott, it happens.
okay.
Oreo Jr., it happens. Y'all out there, it happens. Katie peeked into the room to find out what was happening. There she found Alex standing in front of the sink, looking in the mirror. As she looked in the mirror, she was shocked to find that the cover had been removed. Oh, Lord Jesus, here we go. She ran into the room, taking Alex by the arm. She asked him what he was doing in the middle of the night. The boy told her that he was about to go to the kitchen for a drink of water. But then he told her something called him. Alex said it was a low whisper, causing him to follow the sound, which led him to the mirror. Alex said the mirror had already lost its cover when he had got there. Girl, it's time to move. Right then and then, right there, it's time to go. Confused again, Katie thought Alex probably was sleepwalking. So she took him back to his room and tucked him in a bed. Did you get him some water? I feel like his initial issue was never solved. Soon after, she too returned to her bed, forgetting about the mirror. The next day, Katie went to the bathroom, realizing that she had forgotten to close the cover on the mirror. She had forgotten to close the cover. I don't know how you close put the cover back on the mirror. I guess I don't know. However, this time she got to see the mirror and found that it wasn't broken. Perhaps the warning was false after all. It probably wasn't, ma'am. You wouldn't have ended up in this book if it was false. So
This is true.
I'm breaking the fourth wall here. When Emily asked if they could remove the covers of all the mirrors, Katie agreed. Okay, girl, yes, these are great ideas. Let's open the portal to hell. Let's just remove these covers. Let's open the portal to hell. Soon enough, all the sheets were removed. Not a single mirror was broken. In fact, they look stunning with their antique-like designs. Oh, girl, what a renovation. Katie wondered what the big fuss was about from the previous owners. That night, Katie went to the bathroom again to have a shower. She stood in front of the beautiful mirror, wanting to check her face. She worked in the fashion industry, and her work demanded that she maintain her appearance. So she washed her face. Scott just shook his head. What, Scott? What happened?
Why would she? I mean, first off,
Mm-hmm.
why are you buying a house where the owners say, yeah, don't, never uncover the mirrors? But then on top of that, you work in the fashion industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you move into a house where you can't use your mirrors?
Maybe the price is right. Maybe she like, let me take a chance. I wanted to see if I could do it without a mirror,
Okay.
Maybe she's taking a chance. Some people run without shoes. Some people, work in the fashion industry without mirrors. Whatever. She washed her face, soaking it in water. As she moved her head up and opened her eyes, she saw her reflection in the mirror and gasped. I'm looking at my reflection. What the hell happened to my skin? I'm kidding. There she saw her entire face was gone. Uh-oh, girl. Oops. Staring at the empty face, she shook her head and watched it again. When she looked back, her reflection was there. She stared blankly at the mirror for a while. I would have threw that sheet right back over it. That sheet would have been thrown right back. Girl, I would have been like, this is what that would have looked like. I would have been like, so, okay, girl. Okay, because I wouldn't be sitting there playing with no mirrors, honey. We don't play with mirrors back. I heard they steal souls. She stared blankly at the mirror for a while, bewildered by what she had seen. She thought maybe she was working too hard and the stress was getting to her. So she finished cleaning up and went to bed. As she switched off the lights, Katie left the room unaware that the mirror summoned a reflection of herself with an evil grin. Okay, girl, see, this is what happens. The next morning, Katie was in her room getting dressed. She was getting ready to drop her kids off at school before heading to work. She was looking at her bedroom mirror while putting on her makeup. Okay, girl. Maybe she'll, maybe something good will happen. Maybe she'll, look at the mirror and her face will be snatched. Who knows? Maybe that'll happen. As she applied her lipstick, she saw Alex at the door. He was not wearing his pants, and he had been waiting for his mother to help him with his belt. As Katie was too focused on her makeup, she did not turn her face to her son, only using his reflection to speak to him. She told Alex to get ready or they would be late. The boy just left without putting on his pants. After that, Katie finished getting ready and left the room to help Alex. When she went downstairs, she saw Alex chatting with Emily at the table. There she saw that he had managed to put his pants on after all. Okay, girl, today gonna be a good day. Katie came down to compliment Alex for putting on his belt all by himself. Yes, Alex, yes, big boy, honey. However, when Alex turned to her, he said he was already prepared to leave about a half an hour ago. Sir, weren't you just in her door without no pants on? Katie thought he was bluffing, but Emily assured her that he was telling the truth. This surprised Katie. So she asked Alex if he had been in her room a while ago. To her utter confusion, Alex said he didn't go there at all. Uh-oh, girl, you got some extra kids? Do you have their social security number so you could claim them on your taxes? Huh? If you gonna be living in my house, you don't get to stay here free. I would have asked that new kid, what's your social security number? Because I'm claiming you on these taxes, baby.
Okay.
Period. Katie was now feeling creeped out. First, she had seen that weird reflection last night. Now, girl, didn't they tell you to never mind? Let's just let her go through this process. Now she saw Alex's reflection in the bathroom mirror. Was she really that stressed out? Did she need to take a day off? She had no idea. Girl, get some pills and wine. I heard that works. Regardless, Katie brushed it off and drove her kids to school. Alex quickly ran out of the car and into the building upon arrival. However, little Emily did not. Katie asked if she was okay, worried that something had happened. Emily shook her head, saying that something wasn't wrong at school. To Katie's fright, Emily said something was wrong with the house, girl. She told her mother that last night she wanted to go to the bathroom. Then, as she entered the room, she saw her reflection in the mirror. Instead of following her every move, she said that her reflection smiled at her. Girls watching you go to the bathroom? That thing needs to be put on neighborhood watch, honey. Your reflection needs to be put on neighborhood watch, Mel. When she came close, the reflection told her to touch the mirror. Did you touch it? Clearly not. She wouldn't be talking to you, I don't think. Katie asked with a surprised look. She couldn't be going mad, but something was happening in her house. No, I was scared, Mommy, so I ran to the bathroom. Afterward, Emily said, I guess they meant ran out. It says ran to, okay? It say I ran to, so I think they meant ran out. Afterward, Emily said that she returned to her room after running out, only to find that her reflection was back to normal. Or no, I guess maybe she left her bathroom. Who knows? Okay. You're here with me. And when you're here with me, baby, it goes down how it goes down. It shakes out how it shakes out. The chips fall where they back. Okay. This reality TV. Finishing her story, Emily sobbed with fright. Katie gave her daughter a warm hug, promising she would sleep with the kids that night. But what about when they got to go to the bathroom? What about, girl, can we just cover the mirrors back? I feel like that's the answer. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section. After dropping off her kids at school, Katie decided to return home for the things she had forgotten to take. When she had returned home, she went to her room and picked up the items. As soon as she was ready, she heard laughter. Following the laughter, I went and did that. She came across the bedroom mirror. When she looked at it, she was horrified to see what was there. What do you think was there, Scott? What do you guys think was there?
I don't know. So we'll be horrified to find out.
I ain't never scared. She could see reflections of her own children in the mirror. I would have broke it. Because what y'all not going to do is be sitting up here playing with my kids. Like, I would have broke that mirror. All the mirrors would have been broke, honey. It'll be pieces everywhere, honey. They looked at her with happy faces or smiles on their face, cheering, "Mommy, come back. Come here, Mommy. We miss you." Katie was frozen with fear. Stepping back ever so slowly, as the kids egged her on, she turned around and ran out of the house, fear taking over her entire body. Now things were really getting out of hand. Girl, did you call two men in a truck so you could have them come and pick up your stuff so you get the hell out of there? Because I would have left. As she ran out of the house, Katie suddenly bumped into an old lad she recognized as her next door neighbor. She asked if Katie was okay before inviting her into the house. The mother or two looked back at her house, fearing she was losing it. So she accepted the offer and walked in with the old lady. In the lady's house, Katie told her everything that had happened. To her absolute horror, the old lady confirmed that the mirrors were indeed cursed. You ain't want to come tell me that? You ain't want to bring me a thing of bread to welcome me to the neighborhood and tell me, like, girl, by the way, it's cursed up in here? Because if I lived next door to a cursed house, I would have told the neighbors. Scott makes sourdough. I would have took over a thing of sourdough and be like, girl, you know some people unalived up in that house, girl, and it was on Poltergeist. Worse still, she had unleashed the dreaded curse upon her house by opening up the covers. The old lady told Katie how the mirrors became cursed. As it turned out, a man performed an exorcism that trapped the evil souls in the mirrors as requested by his clients. One day, the man trapped one soul, which turned out to be the spirit of his unalive wife. How'd she get unalive? Overcome with grief, the man conjured a terrible spell that unalived him. It was said that the wife's spirit unalived him, and that anyone who tried to remove the mirrors would meet a fate worse than unaliving. Thus, it was decided to cover up the mirrors so the spirits could never escape. But a priest warned that if the mirrors were touched, the person would be swapped with their reflection, trapping the real person in a mirror for eternity. Do you get to stay young?
No.
Because I would do it.
Live in the mirror.
Yup. I ain't got to pay no bills. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm sure they got like reverse Starbucks.
Uh-huh. So it's a fate worse than being unalive.
No, if you take the mirrors out of the house. I wouldn't take them out. I would go in.
All right.
You can do the reverse. Trapping the real person into the mirror for all eternity. I'll be young. I'll be sitting there like, girl, when somebody tap me out, baby, I'm going to still be young. And hopefully by the time they tap me out, they can just keep you young through surgery. Or Ozempic or whatever. Frightened by the story, Katie was so worried about her children. After leaving the neighbor's house, she began to plan to move out of the house. That night, she covered up all the mirrors again, even though the curse had been unleashed. Emily suddenly came down with a fever, so Katie had to leave her kids alone and go get some medicine. No, ma'am. They can ride in the car. She can ride in the car, ma'am. She can sit in the back seat with her blanket. You left your kids there? Okay, sis. Let's see how this turned out. Upon returning, she opened the door to find that the house was pitch black. Every corner was dark with no shadows or light. Ah! That's what it say. It say that. I'm not being late. It's right here. Well, it says it, so I gotta read it.
Yeah.
I'm a reader. Running into the house, Katie saw Emily curled up in bed, covered in a sheet. She went to free Emily and hugged her tightly as the girl sobbed. But when she looked for Alex, she was terrified to find him missing. He probably touched that mirror. When she looked around the house, she found that all the mirrors were uncovered again, overwhelming her with absolute fear. Katie asked Emily what happened. The girl told her that after she left, the lights had suddenly gone out. Alex volunteered to find some candles, and that was the last time she had seen him. When Emily entered her room, the cover of the bedroom mirror suddenly threw itself off, revealing her evil shadow or evil reflection again. She screamed for Alex, but the boy was nowhere to be found. Horrified, Katie knew Alex was in danger. She grabbed Emily in her arms and took her out of the house. Putting her in the car, Katie ran back to find Alex. Girl, you better find him. She couldn't find the boy anywhere she looked, now fearing the worst. Suddenly, Katie heard a faint sound coming from the storage room. Mommy? Katie's heart soared, recognizing the voice to be none other than Alex. She ran to the room and opened the door. There, to her utter relief, she found her son shaking in the corner in terrible fear. The room was full of mirrors stored by Katie because there were too many in the house. She quickly hugged Alex and took him out of the room. Before leaving the house, she heard Alex's reflection in the mirror. She turned around and saw the image of her son crying. He smashed the mirror, shouting at her, "Mommy, don't leave me." That might be your son. You don't know if he touched that mirror or not. You don't know what happened, girl. You left your children in the house alone with the curse. Fearing for their lives, Katie ran out of the room and out of the house. Back in her car, she started the engine and drove off. To take care of Alex, Emily hugged the boy. She turned to her mother and asked where they would go. Katie said they would go to a hotel until they sorted things out. I would have went back with the police. Now, what I would have told them, I don't know. But I'm like, y'all need to come up in here and look. If anything flickers in the mirror, shoot it. Light it up. Give me your gun.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, these mirrors got to go. They could stay in this house, but they're going to have bullet holes in them. But that's just me.
Okay.
And I'm very creative. Then she asked asked if Alex was okay, only to find that he was silently humming. How do you silently hum?
I don't know.
If you silent, you can't hum. And if you humming, you ain't silent.
Well, we figured it out.
He the mirror. She thought he was trying to make himself feel better by singing his favorite song. Thus, she turned back to the road and drove on. Alex hummed, looking out the window, and was staring into the night sky as Emily kept him close. As he looked on, he ducked his head and grinned. Sitting there, smirking coldly at the family, little Alex kept on humming. Unbeknownst to Katie, the boy sitting in the car wasn't her Alex at all. The little boy was trapped in a mirror back at the house, while the kid sitting with them was the devil in disguise.
Oh.
And they lived happily ever after.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, no, it doesn't say that. I just put that in there for shock value. Okay, Scott. And you guys, what did you guys learn from this? Put in the comment section. Scott, what did you learn from this story?
If you're gonna go buy a house and they tell you something like really crazy, like don't ever uncover the mirrors, then it's time to just walk away and find another house.
Period. I'm gonna piggyback on that. It ain't just houses, y'all. If there's a restaurant, because you know which restaurant I'm talking about. If there's a restaurant that the sign says it, like when you walk in the door, if the sign says you will pay no matter if you get the food or not, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad sign. So it's a bad sign for houses, restaurants, whatever. Don't do it. What I learned is talk to your neighbors. when you move into a new place, before you move into a new place, talk to them neighbors. Also, go check them houses out at night, because the neighborhood during the day and at night may look two totally different places. So boom, trust but verify. Always verify them houses before you move there, because honey, pay a lot of rent and can't get out of it. Kids be in danger. Did you have anything else, Scott? Let me get Oreo.
No, that was what I got.
Okay, guys. Well, of course, we love you guys coming. Hopefully, you guys had a good time. We are done with the Campfire Stories for Kids. We will be moving on to a new book next week for our it's a super scary Saturday sleepover. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to. And with that, we're going to bid you adieu. We're going to come right back and we're going to get to Roll to Nowhere. We're going to end this book too. I'm so sad. So I'm going to bid you guys adieu. So with that, from wherever we are to wherever you guys are, peace, love, happiness, and we'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys later.